Mottura C43. So, yeah, first thing we need to do is try and get the top stack set, which is actually a little bit complicated. Yeah, setting this pin is not as easy as it should be. That one, and then I'm going to use this flag made by Burn on the LPU Discord to get pin 1, which is a super high lift. Yeah, so we set it with that, and then we should be able to release tension and we stay in this false set. So now we need to start wiggling the sidebar rotors. Now these are rotors. They yeah, they rotate. They don't slide, but for our purposes, they do kind of pick like they slide. So we are actually only stuck on one right now, which is quite nice. So it's just a case of trying to get in there and wiggle them until they fall into the right spot. And it's normally number 4 that we get hung up on with this. So yeah, we'll check those out and see which one is not where it should be. Could actually be number 2 that is binding. Got a wiggle in here. There we go. I'm going to open. It was number 2. That was fairly painless, so that is open. Let's move that over there, take the key back, and see if we can take it apart. So, first of all, let's lock that back up before we have a disaster. So that is open. Right, tidy up some of the crap on my bench. Should have done that before we started, really, but I'll put that there. Got our follower, got a shim, got our pinning tray. I need my circlip pliers. I'm just going to see if I have a different follower, because these, yeah, we'll try that one. These Sparrow's followers are fairly bad, to be honest. Yeah, they're definitely not the best quality tools out there, so Let's just be able to just slide that off now. There we go. Before I do that, if you, that flag I used came in this little wooden box. They are absolutely amazing things. So yeah, shout out to Burn for making cool stuff. So let's get a follower in here, a shim in here, and then we will get a follower. Hopefully this fits. It does not, so we might have to use the Sparrows one. Yeah. It's not the nicest follower, but it does fit, so. Right, now I should have got my tweezers out before we started this process, because I don't have any spare fingers of which to get them, so we will have to, just for the moment, make do with these. So first of all, we've got these two key control pins, so they can just go down here. So that's one, let's see if we can get that out. Yeah, that can stay in there, whatever. Right, let's work on these. So these are the rotors. So we've got a sidebar. We'll get some tweezers on that. There we go. So there's our sidebar, and it has the springs in there. So just put that there for now. And we have our rotors. So these can, it should just fall out. He says. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4. And I'll show you what those look like in a minute. Yeah, and then we can take our driver pins out. Do it this way. So that is 2, torpedo, 3, it's a torpedo, 4 is a standard, 5 is a standard, and 1 is also a standard. And then we should be able to just get that key control pin out. There we go. And then we have the core. So there are holes straight through this core, so progging it is kind of difficult. Like, you can't really prog this. And obviously the sidebar groove and everything else in there, these are, I think, for construction keying. Yeah, let's get the top stack out, and then we can take a look at these key control pins. Well, let's get some proper gutting tweezers before we do that. Sparrows ones, which are about the only decent thing that Sparrows actually sells. So if you're looking to buy kit, yeah, buying those from Sparrows is not a terrible idea. Most other stuff that Sparrows sells is a terrible investment. So. This follower is really tight in here, so there goes a spool. Whatever, spool, spring. See if I can get the shim out without losing any more. There we go. Probably don't need a shim, but whatever. Okay, so that's the spool on 1, 2, 3, standard on 4, standard on 5. We'll take our springs out. So they go like that. And then we've got just some sidebar grooves and stuff in there, and the rest of the stuff. So let's take a look at these rotors. So these do have a bit of a false gate. Let's see if I can bring that up to the camera so you can see. I'm going to focus on that. Yeah, it's not going to focus. They do have a false gate. It's not very effective, but they do have one. It's this is the true gate. Obviously, this deep one, and then there's this like flat surface next to it, which is a false gate. And these have this little like nub, and that interacts with the laser track on the key, and that's what sets the rotation on them. So yeah, kind of an interesting lock. They pick very much like sliders, but yeah, let's get all this lined up and bring it up to the camera so you can take a look, and then I will try and get this thing back together. So there we go, the Mottura Champions C43.